Friday, November 22nd, and I'm down at the family farm for the opening of Illinois' firearm season. I am sitting in a place that no one has ever sat before on our farm, so I'm hoping that alone brings me some luck. You've probably heard, maybe close to, there's close to 10 or 11 shots now from surrounding properties. And so yeah, it's really nice out this morning. It's about 40 degrees. We had some rain last night, and it's supposed to stay dry, I think, all day today. So far, the only action I've had is hearing some deer blow at me. Well, I would assume it was at me. Probably 5 minutes after shooting light, so we're gonna stick it out and sit tight for probably most of the day today without going back in, just to kind of see what happens. I gotta say, finding this spot in the dark, it's not exactly where I wanted to get to. And I'd say I don't have as many shooting opportunities as I would like either. But it does seem to be a little bit of a thicker area, so hopefully some deer get pushed in towards me today. Well, that's pretty much going to do it for me for day one. I saw a lot of deer, 14 deer, but the only one I had a shot at was that doe, which hopefully the footage came out. I don't know, I've been having some camera problems today, but that was the only one I could have shot, but I wasn't ready to be done at, before 9 o'clock on opening day, so I let her go, along with the other, 2 does with her, and I saw a lot of deer after that, but just never had a shot at any of them, so, and like I said, I had a lot of camera problems today. I don't know why. Alright, good morning. It is Saturday, November 22nd, 3rd, 22nd, 23rd, November 23rd. Second day of shotgun season. In the morning, I have already seen 3 deer. A young doe who ran in on me before I could even have the camera up, and then a fork buck that was chasing her around. And then just about a minute ago I had a 2-year-old 8-point. I'm not sure how much footage of him I ended up getting, but tried getting a shot and just had some issues getting him in the camera. So we're gonna keep at it. But good day so far. I ended up seeing more deer than anybody else in camp did yesterday. And yeah, so I'm hoping the luck continues. Alright, well, it's the afternoon now, shortly after getting a little bit of footage of that buck that I was trying to get a shot at, my camera died, so I did not see any other deer this morning after that, and I got down around 10:30ish, and then while walking back into my spot for this afternoon, I actually soft spooked a 3-year-old 8-point that I would have really liked to have gotten a shot at. Tried to maneuver around, but unfortunately he just kind of snuck out of there before I could. But I'm finally in a tree now. It's probably about 2:30. Well, I'm finally just getting the chance to do an interview. I've been up in the tree for probably 15-20 minutes all set up. But when I was just finishing up, I had a group of 7 does and fawns come charging right through, and I don't know if I got any footage of them or not, but I was trying to get a shot and wasn't really paying attention what the camera was doing, but I just didn't work out, unfortunately. 3 of them were right behind me, and I'm actually on a hill, so they were eye level with me for a few minutes, which pretty much had me stuck in place. And then by the time I could grab my gun and get maneuvered to get a shot, they were a good 60 yards away or so, and tails were still up and were real uneasy and just moved off in the other direction before I could really get a bead on any of them. So it's been an eventful day again, day 2. I'm up to 8 deer on the afternoon, and saw 3 deer this morning, so 11 deer on the day today so far, 14 deer on the day yesterday. I'd have to say that this is one of the best shotgun seasons I've had in a very long time in terms of seeing deer. And if it wouldn't have been for the camera and trying to, get stuff on film, I probably would have tagged out already, either this morning or sometime yesterday, probably. But that's what happens when you try to film stuff, so that's what, it's definitely not easy. If you're thinking about filming your own hunts, you're gonna miss deer. You're gonna miss a lot of chances at deer because of the camera, so if that's something that you're up for, feel free. It's enjoyable. It's definitely a much bigger challenge though. So, like I said, it's about 2:30, and got maybe 3 more hours at most before I won't be able to see, so hopefully we'll see some more deer and we'll get a shot finally. just took a shot at a doe. She was right down here, I'd say maybe 20 yards or so, so I'm fairly confident that I hit her well, but I'm not positive. She didn't seem to really take off the way I would expect her to if she were hit, so I'm a little concerned. So we'll give it a little bit here, and then we'll get down and check for blood. Man, so that was deer number 12, 13, 14, and 15 on the day. I've had an amazing shotgun season in terms of seeing deer. If I didn't get this doe, I'm going to be really, really upset and disappointed. I've put a lot of time and a lot of effort into choosing where I'm going, so. Alright, well, it's the next morning, Sunday morning, and last night we were able to find the spot of impact, and then we followed the blood trail for a little ways. It actually wasn't much of a blood trail. We found what we were actually following was a stomach contents trail. Never had that happen before. Quite frankly, it seems strange, but we were able to follow it pretty good. It started off with pretty much just stomach contents, and then switched to stomach contents and a little bit of blood, and then near the end there was just very little stomach contents and a decent amount of blood coming out. So but everybody that came out to help me was losing flashlight light, and we were about as far back into the property as you can get to, so we're gonna we decided to back out, and I'm heading back in this morning in a couple minutes here. It's probably about 7:30, and I'll be finishing off the trail. So I of course forgot to turn on the microphone, but all this little clip is showing you is pointing out the tree that I was sitting in, and the second thing is just pointing out where I took the shot. Alright, so here's a perfect example of why you should back out as soon as you figure out your shot wasn't the best. Alright, so the last blood that we found was right here next to this little teeny tree right here, right on the ground, right there. So that was the last blood that we found last night, after a few of the guys wanted to push ahead, even with me recommending we not. I'm maybe, what is it, 5 yards from where that was. And I'll turn this around here. Alright, so I may be 5 yards from where we had last blood, and I found a bed. Okay, so we are maybe 75 to 100 yards into the track, and that doe laid down. Had we not come in and tried to find her last night, she'd probably be laying right here this morning. Alright, so just to give an update, I am maybe, probably a total of 250 yards into the track. The blood is getting a little sparser, but I am still finding blood roughly every couple of feet, just a drop or two here and there. The last thing I found was some more stomach contents. From where I am standing, though, you can still see where I was hunting. So she made kind of a big loop and headed somewhat back in the direction that she had, well, not that she had originally come from, but that I had seen a lot of deer come from, I guess. So let's see if I can, let me point out where I am here. So right back there
where you can see that big bluff. I was hunting just to the left of that big bluff, back right about there. So let me just give you a blow by blow, I guess. Alright, so I was hunting there and shot her roughly there. If you can see that flag, that is on the state border, the border of state land and our land. So I was down right along the edge of our property. Anyways, she went down this direction, way over there, and then circled around and came back up the hill this way, and then has come pretty much like this to where I am right now. And like I said, the last thing that I found here just a minute ago was some stomach contents that is right there next to my hat. You can see it right there on the leaf. So again, I'm still not very hopeful that I'll find her intact, even if I do find her, but I've got a little while left still before I'm gonna have to turn around and head back to get home, because I got a long drive ahead to get home, and pretty disappointed right now. So, but we'll keep following it. It's kind of hard to keep up with her path of travel, and I'm really discouraged that she's running uphill. I have a feeling that she might not even be dead yet, which is just sad. But I guess that's hunting sometimes. Got nobody to blame but me. It was a bad shot, obviously, so we're gonna keep at it. We'll check back in with you in a bit. Alright, well, unfortunately that's probably gonna, or not probably, that is gonna do it for me. I did not find her. And I actually wasn't even able to find anything after that stomach contents that I found. I walked several different paths of travel, or possible paths of travel, and wasn't able to find anything. I guess the one positive that I can pull out of this is that I found quite a few other doe beds along the way. So I did find a significant bedding area, and I've got some new places that I can hunt, you know, so that's great. But you're always learning. It never goes easy. Just eats me up that I wasn't able to find her. Well, if she wasn't already, I mean, she's gonna be coyote food. It is definitely highly possible that she's not even dead yet, so just a bummer, huge bummer. The highs and lows of deer hunting. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.